Mr. Ang Wei Neng. We can take the next three cuts together.
Yeah. Chairman, as we expand the rail network to 360 km by 2030, we have to build up sufficient local expertise to build tunnel, railway, MRT station, as well as maintaining the train rolling stock and other components. Last year, I urged MOT to consider nurturing local expertise to build and maintain MRT system. A good comparison is Hong Kong MTR. Hong Kong has acquired sufficient expertise in building, maintaining, and operating a train system, so much so that would win a lot of contracts overseas. How about us? I understand LTA is trying hard. For instance, the contract to build the Sungai Bedok MRT station and the tunnels was awarded to local firm KDC Civil Engineering and Construction. But more can be done. In many countries, large government projects typically have offset application of certain percentage, some as high as 50%, to require the foreign contractor to partner and allocate works to local companies. Very often, such scheme also involves knowledge transfer. I'm not advocating imposing offset obligation immediately. However, could we not move in this direction? As part of the evaluation criteria for awarding large MRT contracts, I hope LTA can consider maintaining the tenderers to showcase their plan to better engage local contractors and facilitate technology transfer. Next card. The panel for Land Transport Master Plan 2040 envisioned that Singaporeans will be able to reach neighbourhood town within 20 minutes and the city within 45 minutes by 2040. And this appears very great, but 2040 appears quite far away. MOT has announced that by 2030, 8 in 10 households will be within 10 minutes walk of MRT station, as our rail network increased to 360 kilometers by then. Is this timeline still on track? I suppose rail network will be the cornerstone, the backbone and pillar of the Land Transport Master Plan 2040. So thus, why can't we reach the vision of 45 minutes city by 2030? Will there be additional significant improvement to the land transport that MOT is thinking about between 2030 and 2040? And what's the current reality? How many Singaporeans can now travel the city within 45 minutes? Is this 25%, 50%, or 75%? How many households are now staying within 10 minutes walk of train station? For people who are staying within 10 minutes walk of the train station near home and their workplace is also within 10 minutes walking distance to the train station, what is the current average and medium and 90 percentile of travelling time to city? Is it already less than 45 minutes? If not, what are the obstacles that are preventing them from doing so? And with the reality check, there can be better understanding of the constraints, the current constraint that both MOT and Singaporeans can work together to reach a 2040 vision. If there are obstacles, we need to remove the obstacles together. If we need to change the mindset to better embrace public transport and share transportation, let's work out the strategy together. Thank you. Next card. I would first like to declare my interest as the Chief Executive Officer of ComfortDelGro taxi business. In the past few years, the point-to-point or P2P transport sector has been heavily disrupted by new players, new technology, and new money. The recent PTC survey showed that consumers have no clear preference between private hire cars and taxis. This shows that both sectors are serving largely the same group of people. In the last few years, the authority has adopted a wait-and-see approach pertaining to the ride-hailing sectors. At the same time, the authority continued to regulate the taxi sector as tight as before, and this has created some distortion and disruptions to the market. Let me explain. Before the entry of private hire cars, we have 28,000 taxis, but this number is not enough to meet the peak hour demand, especially during rainy days. Today, we have 22,000 taxis estimated and 44,000 private hire vehicles, and these 66,000 vehicles still cannot meet the peak hour demands. And that's why commuters are experiencing surge pricing, which can be a few times the taxi meter fare during peak hours. And during off-peak, then there are too many vehicles for hire. In the era of no regulation for the ride-hailing sector, the ride-hailing company is buying market share by subsidizing fare through generous promo codes, burning money, burning investor money. Commuters are happy. The drivers are also happy because they are getting general incentive from the ride-hailing company, and this incentive can be times more than the fares they collected. And what is the result? The result is that we have one company now dominating the vehicle booking market in Singapore, and the fares start to rise as compared to days with high promo codes. In recent days, you can also see that the player unilaterally imposing cancellation charges and location surcharge without the need of obtaining approval from authority. So this is the case of winner takes all. In the short run, commuter cheers promo code, certain parties also urge taxi drivers to drive for ride-hailing companies to enjoy the incentive. In the long run, when one winner takes all, it will be bad for both the commuters and the drivers. And this is why the authorities see the need to intervene in the P2P transport sector. And the question is how? I would suggest three principles, or rather three areas where we need to pay more attention. Firstly, on price. During peak hours, it's widely reported that such prices can be a few times the taxi meter fare. Should there be a cap? On the contrary, very low peak hour fares will also drive the supply away. So we need a balance. Secondly, on availability. Today, ride-hailing companies can claim that their cater rates can be almost 100%. And this is because when you ask for the private car, and it can come to you, but it could be 20 minutes or more. For taxi company, on the other hand, have to ensure that the taxi arrives within 10 minutes, most of the time, based on the current regulation. So, what should be the acceptable definition of vehicle availability? This is where public and commuters need on safety. To ensure public safety, taxis are subjected to 6 monthly inspections, and taxi drivers have to be more than 30 years old, a proxy of how experienced a driver could be. Private hired cars are not subject to the same regulation today. Safety is important, and I hope that authority can take that into consideration. In short, I'd agree that a review on the P2P transport sector is timely. Thank you.